Hello, I'm APX and welcome back to the video. So I figured I kind of had to make this video to explain the brand new version of Minecraft Xbox One and Minecraft Switch, which has gotten a lot of people upset because if you don't play either of those platforms, if you play any of the other 5 Minecraft consoles, you know, the PS3, the PS Vita, the PS4, the Wii U, or the Xbox 360, you're probably really concerned right now that Minecraft console is just going away for you, but this is not the case at all. This is not the case in the slightest, and I want to explain what's going on there, why these platforms aren't getting the brand new version of Minecraft, and then also explain what you're going to expect in the future, because it's still very positive for all of your platforms, and I wanted to explain why that is in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. You can like the video if so, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets know that you do exist if you play a different console out there, or that if you just want to keep playing the existing version of Minecraft console, because I know there's a serious number of people out there that are kind of like this. But let's get straight into how I know exactly what I know, because as well as watching the E3 trailer you've all probably seen, and we'll see a little bit off in the background, as well as reading the big article where they tried to explain it a little bit better, I also had a conversation with the Minecraft team about a week ago, and I asked like a bunch of questions so I could clarify all of these big details, because I think it's a really big deal to just, you know, kind of move Minecraft versions like this, and they seem to be, you know, kind of easy on exactly how they're, you know, aiming to do this. Let me explain what's going on exactly here, because again, very confusing stuff, but if you play Minecraft Xbox One and Minecraft Switch, you're going to have a second version of Minecraft. That means that the Pocket Edition, which is just going to be known as Minecraft, is coming over to these platforms, and you'll be able to play that Minecraft as well as Minecraft Xbox One, and as well as Minecraft on the Switch. However, if you don't want this new version, if there's something about the PE feel of the game that you just don't like, and you're not really down to switch to, you can still play Minecraft Xbox One Edition, and you can still play Minecraft Switch. However, they've confirmed they're going to stop selling these old versions. You're not going to be able to get them new, which I think is a little bit of a weird thing, but it makes sense. You only want to have one Minecraft per platform, but this just means that new users won't be able to get the old Minecraft. Only if you have the game right now, you can still play it for as long as you want, and the game will still exist how it does right now, and it will still get updates. You know, the update we've been talking about, TFT4, with all of the crazy stuff, the wooden mansions, etc., that will still happen for your old Minecraft Xbox One and your still old Minecraft Switch. So this is kind of the situation with the other platforms, except you don't have the choice. So again, that sounds kind of awful on the surface, like, wait, but there's this big update we just saw a trailer for, it has servers and it has realms and stuff, but you gotta bear in mind, it's not as simple as like, oh yeah, that's an infinitely better update. That's not just an update for the game, that's a whole brand new version of the game coming to those platforms, and again, you get some trade-offs in exchange, but it just means that if you're on a PS4, you're on a PS3, you're on a PS Vita, the Xbox 360, or the Wii U, you're not going to be getting that, you know, second version option, which again, sounds awful on the surface, but you gotta bear in mind, the reason for this is because these are very old platforms, and getting Minecraft as it exists right now, as in, you know, the Windows 10 version, to run properly on those with like good performance, you know, the full 60 FPS, 1080p thing that they expect for Minecraft and console, it's just something they can't necessarily guarantee on that front. So yeah, the reason for the 360, the PS3, and the PS Vita not getting this brand new second version of Minecraft is because they're very old platforms already. The 360 came out in 2005, it's soon going to be 2018, it's going to be 13 years old, and getting the current 360 version to work is, you know, fine enough, but trying to get the cross-platform version to work perfectly with everything running flawlessly is just something they figure is not, you know, now's not the right time to do that, so that's why you don't have the options on those consoles. The reason it's not on the Wii U, I assume, is because they have the Switch, and the Wii U is kind of being discontinued slowly, and the reason it's not on the PlayStation 4 is because Sony would not, you know, allow them to do it. So again, they weren't specific with me, and I feel like they're not, you know, they want to be diplomatic with Sony, and hopefully do this at some point in the future, but they did just say, we tried as hard as we could to get on Sony platforms, but Sony were not necessarily down with it. And you might think, what do you mean, why would Sony not allow a second version of Minecraft? Well, you got to bear in mind, there's two big concerns. There's the Xbox Live thing, it requires an Xbox Live account to use crossplay. Maybe they don't want any way to sign it to Xbox Live, because that's kind of like a way to siphon users from the PlayStation to the Xbox. They don't like that at all, and it just looks like they're not doing it, which I think is, you know, I really think that is PlayStation or Sony or whoever's behind the decision just saying, you know what, we really don't want to, you know, we don't care about Minecraft players as much as we care about the chance of anyone, you know, eventually going from a PS4 to an Xbox One or Xbox One X or whatever. I don't know, it really seems like it's screwing the players to have this purity of no Xbox Live thing, because you got to bear in mind, the Xbox Live thing, it's not this weird thing they're forcing on them, that's how the Pocket Edition and all these platforms actually can crossplay with each other. If they just allow it for this one game in this one case, like they've said they'd do it before, by the way, they've said cross-platform is something we want to do, Microsoft hasn't got in touch with us, it just seems really, really weird that they'd be like, oh yeah, no, actually, that's not favourable to us, and it's, you know, that's not good for the PlayStation 4 players. So yeah, the reason it's not coming to the PlayStation 4 is because Sony has specifically said no. The reason it's not coming to all the other versions is because, you know, they're like older versions, and, you know, moving forwards with a brand new version of Minecraft for the next 5, 10, how many years Minecraft's going to run for, it obviously doesn't make sense to go for platforms which are 13 years old. So the big second question, which we're going to come back to now then, is like, so what about if I play one of these Minecraft platforms, is it just dead in the water? Like, what's the point in this? No, it looks like 4J Studios are continuing as normal, and there is still going to be this console version of Minecraft. Honestly, the way you have to look at this is if you play Minecraft PS4, PS3, PS Vita, Xbox 360, or the Wii U, or even if you just play the Xbox One or the Switch and you don't care about the brand new version, all you have to think of this is like nothing happened yesterday. There was no big E3 announcement, and there is still going to be title update 55 coming, you know, in the next few weeks at some point. It's still crazy exciting just how fast that's going, and then you just have to really, I guess, assume that that's not a thing you want to do, because again, if you, as long as you're not picking up a brand new version on the Xbox One or on the Switch, you're going to be good. You're going to have access to whatever you want to do, and there's just going to be this interesting divide where the console version of Minecraft is getting slightly smaller to make more room for the Pocket Edition being the main version of Minecraft, and it's a bit weird to kind of explain when you say it like that, but I do think, you know, there's no risk of like the console dying anytime too soon. Again, they've kind of clarified that even the 360, again, even though there's all these reasons people think it's going to be discontinued, in spite of all of this, they're still continuing on with the 360, they're still continuing on with the PS3, even though these are crazy old platforms, and that's something you've got to admire at least a little bit, in my opinion. And yeah, that's the good, great news that comes out of this. Honestly, the fact that if you don't care, you can just pretend like nothing's happening, and it's still very good. You know, there's kind of like two updates coming out. There's the update where you can do all these new things, or there's the update where you can stick to what you have, what you know, because there's always going to be advantages of console Minecraft versus the, I guess we'll call it the Universal Edition, you know, the Everywhere Edition. Then the advantages is always going to be they put a little bit more polish into the console, even though it has the limited world thing, which you might say is like, oh, it's the worst thing in the world. Everything just kind of works perfectly as far as I can tell. Like, I never have issues, you know, with most versions of the game. Maybe with the Xbox One, actually. But, you know, with every other version of the game, it just kind of works, and you play Minecraft, and it runs at 60 FPS, and it feels good, etc. And that's something that you might not necessarily want from these other versions, but the console version still existing. If you're one of these platforms, don't worry, it's good. It sucks that it's not on the PS4. I think that's the only real downside. And for all the other platforms, you can still play the Minecraft you know and love. You'll still get updates. You can still play multiplayer. There'll still be brand new mini games, and all the features that you want to see will slowly come in. It's just now you've got to keep in mind that there's also going to be a competitive version, which is just weird. I don't know how this is probably going to play out, but it will be introduced with the 1.2, you know, playing better together update, which is happening for the you know, Pocket Edition and also for the console. So yeah, there's going to be two big updates coming to those consoles, and I want to talk about that more some other time. But for now, hopefully I've, you know, gotten rid of all your fears. If you're worried that, you know, they're demolishing the version of the game you know and love, they're not really. They're just, you know, replacing two consoles with the new one, but not even really replacing, just giving you the option. But yeah, it's weird. I hope eventually, you know, Sony can be convinced to move on, but for now, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like it if you liked it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see like a Minecraft Xbox One old versus new, or Minecraft Switch old versus new video, because it's something I've been considering working on to let people know the true differences one way or the other, because it's kind of a big thing. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!